kind of like the difference
Exactly.
between small talk and like somebody finally kind of revealing a bit of themselves to you. It's not that they're saying anything inherently wrong, and this is just one type of low effort content. There's other just so much more obvious ones where you're kind of like,
Yeah.
the Silent Hill 2 story that everybody seems to have, and like I'm not trying to like say that they haven't had it, but it's always like they kind of know that people are gonna they know they've seen 80 other white guys talk about it and go, my life was really hard once, and it's really brought this, it just touched me. And you're kind of like, I mean, it probably did, but like, how many times have I got to hear the same thing to where it's like, I don't feel like I'm seeing you. I feel like I'm seeing you sort of seeing that everybody else is like you, and you can kind of fit in, and you'll just continue the incredible. And it's like such an obvious topic. Signalis was an obvious topic like that for me. That was just me trying to take it seriously. I took it as a challenge to figure it out, which did not work. 3 to 4 months of reading and watching everything, and I was like, I'm gonna make this happen, and that still felt kind of generic to me. But
I have so much respect for that process. That's brilliant, dude. For the record.
I was like, well, I'm already this far in. I better complete it out and do the best I can.
Yeah.
But you do make an interesting point, though, man. You do make an interesting point, though. Like, everyone has heard their Silent Hill story the same way everyone's probably heard the same Doom story, and I nearly didn't make my own Doom video about it because of that. And another creator reached out to me or somewhere along those lines. And they're like, yeah, the thing is, at the end of the day, your current audience hasn't heard you say it. They've heard G-Man say it, and that's fine. They've heard Civi say it, and that's fine. We all love those videos. But they haven't heard Hyacsho say it. And maybe they want to hear Hyacsho say it. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see how that goes. Because, I mean, the story is... I mean, in my story, it was a little bit different, I think. But a lot of the time, like the Signalis story or like the Silent Hill story, it's going to be very similar in some ways. But sometimes your community just wants to hear it from you in particular. They're one of their favorite creators, and I think there is some merit to that. Although I do hear what you're saying. It's stopped me from making a shitload of videos because I always think, what am I going to say that hasn't been said? I don't have
I'll
anything
just interject and
say.
just clarify what I was saying.